What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Stocks to Watch. And today was a difficult day. The market was largely driven by large caps. So we've seen Reliance spike up 3%. So yesterday ke video mein, I think I mentioned when I was talking about Nifty and Bank Nifty that HDFC Bank and Reliance have a very critical role to play. And over here, what we saw is Goldman Sachs double upgraded Reliance, and that is the reason Reliance was up 3%. And that was the only thing which kind of saved Nifty. And we've seen something similar in Bank Nifty where SBI played out exactly how we were anticipating. तो जो मेरा Nifty Bank Nifty वाला वीडियो जाके देख सकते हो उसमें SBI का एक बहुत specific move I was trying to play that out, and that is exactly how the stock played. So I'll just show that before starting. And this is the move that I was talking about. Key large caps may, large cap banks specifically, right, will go into this supply, and this is where Bank Nifty will start falling. But what did not happen correctly is that although SBI did fall exactly as I anticipated, but we've seen private banks kind of hold up. तो आज जो पूरा market का day था वो काफी mixed up था, because there were pockets of strength. कहीं कहीं पे strength था, there were few pockets of strength, but then overall we've seen a lot of stocks go up and then start they were fading away. So with that being said, let's quickly first discuss what were the stocks that we discussed yesterday. And Jyoti Labs was the star performer. We did trade Jyoti Labs with the entire Discord community, and I had already told you that this is a very wonderful base setting up. This supply has already kind of been exhausted, and the stock is moving towards capturing liquidity over here, and that is exactly what we played out. I will also show you the trade executions of Jyoti Laboratories. So bought about 2000 shares around 436. So this is like a pyramid position. So I'll just show you my orders. So over here you can see I bought some 500 Jyoti Laboratories first. Then added another 2000. I think this is a failed order. So I bought 1000 first, then I bought another 500, and then I think I bought another 500, and then I finally sold all 2000 shares in Jyoti Lab. So that's exactly what I did. Now coming back to the stocks, again there's a big list today that I have. Before that, keep focusing on Mankind I think has a lot of move. कल की watch list ही continue करके बता रहा हूँ अभी मैं आपको. Mankind again still something that I'm really interested about, and DBL, which is Dilip Buildcon. So from yesterday's list, these are few stocks that I'm still interested in, including FinPipe. So these are still that would be on my watch list for the next day, which is tomorrow. And obviously CG Power. CG Power ne bhi towards the closing, it was setting up really, really well. Now there is a lot of imbalance. So if CG Power kind of tries to pull back or maybe base around over here, I think there could be a good opportunity in CG Power. So this was, the stocks that were, tracked, and, I had watch listed them from the yesterday's action. And I will be taking, these forward from, tomorrow. I will be watching Mankind, DBL, and FinPipe, and CG Power, three names. Now let's start with today's list, and it starts with Lloyd's Engineering, right? So Lloyd's Engineering, again, similar setup, creating a nice little base over here, which I really like. So I think there could be an expansion coming in Lloyd's Engineering works. IFCI looks very good. So this was darling of the D Street at one point of time. Just look at the move that kind of happened. And now the stocks are back into those rebalancing ranges, and I think there could be some action in IFCI. So keep a watch out on that. Next up, we've got PDSL. And again, this is coming back to a very good area of demand over here, as you can see. And over here, we've seen some consolidation base being played out. So I think this could be interesting. Century Textiles is another interesting name that I have. Now, Century Textiles have had a lot of expansion in the real estate division that they've created. And I think there could be some scope of movement over here. Another interesting name that comes to my list is HFCL. And again, similar setup, tight range basing, narrow range, volume dry up happening over here. You can clearly observe this. So yeah, it's perfectly setting up for a move. Now, always remember, right now is not the market to hold stocks for a long period of time, because you will eventually see that the stocks kind of bounce and then they kind of fade away. We've seen that what happened with Jubilant. We've seen that with multiple other stocks, that they've just spiked up and then the next day they just keep coming down. So keep that in the back of your mind. Now next up is R Systems International. Kafi acha stock hai. This also has based around quite nicely, and maybe there could be an expansion coming in. The only condition is that this stock just ran up too fast, too quick previously, and hence I'm not really that comfortable right now with this stock, but I think it still could be something worth watching. K Fintech, again, similar structure, and this has been a beneficiary of the entire financial ecosystem that has played out. We've seen BSE, we've seen CDSL, we've seen even Protean move really nicely. So I think KFin Tech, technically structure is nice, volumes are literally dead. This is what I like to see. Pretty much dead. So let's see how this plays out. If I will get a chance to trade this, I will definitely trade this with the StockWiz members. Now, another very interesting name is Sapphire Foods. Now, I've been vocal about this stock multiple times now. On the weekly, stock is basing really nicely. बहुत ही अच्छा base setup है यहाँ पे. एंड सबसे इंटरेस्टिंग बात है कि इसका वीकली क्लोजिंग जो कि कल होने वाला है, आई थिंक काफ़ी ज़्यादा स्ट्रॉन्ग है. आई थिंक कल परसों में जब ये क्लोज होगा तो आई थिंक देयर कुड बी पोजीशन टेकन अप इन सफायर from a positional perspective. Next up is Texmeco Rail, and again similar structure, nice little basing. So again would be on my radar. DB Realty has had a few catalysts, came back to the place where it started off. So I think maybe एक दो दिन में यहाँ पर एक entry trigger हो सकता है. Not really sure, but we'll have to wait and watch. Lloyd's, again, Lloyd's Metals and Energy. Now we've seen metal stocks and energy names again do well, and this is a recent IPO name, kind of basing around over here. Again, not a picture perfect kind of a setup, but I think I'll be keeping it on my radar. Kalyan and jewelry stocks like Titan have had my interest, because today, towards the end of the day, we did trade Titan as well. We got like a nice little move in Titan. I'll just show that to you, and I'll show you the executions as well. So अभी मैं add करके बस बता देता हूँ आप लोगों में से जिन लोगों को देखना है. तो यहाँ पर एक टाइटन का पोजीशन बनाया था, BTST का पोजीशन, एंड एज सुन एज वी टुक, टाइटन रियली टुक ऑफ, and it really closed somewhere around here. So I think I'm expecting some positive action in Titan in the coming tomorrow or maybe day after. Although there is a rejection towards the closing, but I feel that the supply, which is going to be somewhat concerning, is going to be supply over here. So there's absolutely no reason to worry about. That's exactly where I've planned my targets. So I've seen something similar in Titan, and hence I added Kalyan also on my watch list, and maybe Senko. We can even check out Senko right now to see if it's a similar action. Now I'll just check Senko Gold right now, and Moti Sons also we can check. So Senko is nothing really great, and you can check out Moti Sons as well. Now MFSL, another very interesting name from the insurance pack, creating a base, moving out really nicely. A lot of members played MFSL on the intraday front today. Again, good structure, could be something good. This is something that you can look out for your intraday plays. Now Hoodco is another interesting name. Tighting, very tight range consolidation, tapping into an order block, taking all that demand, and then I think one of the best setups is probably Hoodco. HFCL also looks really good. IFCI also looks really good. So these three are my top names right now. NH is also very, very good. Fundamentally very strong stock, and what the base that it has created, I think it will try to replicate what Aster did. Aster DM ने भी ऐसा ही कुछ structure बना के, I think it started moving higher. So I think hospitals pack, NH, Fortis. So two hospital names we already have on our radar, NH and Fortis. Urban Smart Spaces. Smart Spaces, very, very good structure today. One of our analysts, Divya, he called it out as well. And it's a good structure, so it could have a continuation. Next up is TRIL, which is Transformers and Rectifiers. Now again, this is not a very liquid stock, it's a circuit stock, so already upper circuit hit for the last 4-5 days. The base is really nice. Just keep observing what happens next. Shilpa Medicare, another name which has been like a age-old underperformer, setting up nicely on narrow range consolidation with the volume dry up. Let's see how it plays out. And last but not the least, Welspun Enterprises, after liquidating these lows, pretty much setting up for a base expansion. So these are the names that I will be watching for the next day. Now, please remember one thing: the markets are getting tougher and tougher by the day, because we are not seeing those picture perfect setups. We're not seeing that momentum kind of come through. So whenever you're taking trades, आप बस ये ensure कीजिए कि आप risk management सही कर रहे हैं, position sizing सही कर रहे हैं, and your holding period is decent. So decent in the sense that you're giving wider stop losses. You're holding it for maybe 1 or 2 days. Whenever you're getting in in, whenever you're locking in profits, just take and leave, right? This is a market to churn. This is not a market to hold, right? And with elections coming in, volatility could increase. So please be mindful and stay cash if you don't find any place. That's it from this episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you like this video, please make sure that you hit the like button, subscribe, and comment what you feel. And I'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much. Take care and bye bye.